Welcome back to Three Peas and a Pod. I'm Josie.
I'm Erin.
And I'm Coco.
And we're your hosts.
Yeah, welcome back.
We're so excited. This is our first remote recording.
Yes.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, so for people who, aren't seeing our video, Coco is in Milwaukee this week, and then we are in Minnesota. So we're filming at my house, and then Coco's at her place. So we're trying out the virtual podcast setup.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun and exciting trying that for the first time.
Yes.
Yeah. So just bear with us and keep your comments to yourself.
No, we love it.
No, we love
We're
it.
open to critiques
Good
as
feedback.
second-time podcasters.
Yeah.
We're so happy you're here, though. What the heck?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
This is
welcome,
so fun.
welcome to be here. If you have critiques, just sandwich it with a lot of compliments. Just say how cute and sweet we are, and then give us a critique. But we'll take it. We'll take whatever you have to say.
Can you guys tell that Coco's the one editing it?
Can you tell that I take things really personally?
Just know that that's where your critiques are going.
Just know that I'm really sensitive.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
It's just been
All
a
right.
week. It's been a week. Okay. So
Well,
just
yeah.
let's
Well, we
recap.
should-
Yeah,
What
so
have you been
let's
up
get
to?
into our week.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say let's get into it.
I feel like we start with Chicago because
Yes.
that's where we left off last pod, was Josie and I heading to Chicago.
Totally.
And
Yeah.
then we dive into our weeks.
Yeah.
Chicago was super fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I did say on the last, episode that I would not. I was like, I just know I'm going to go and it's going to be fun, but then it's going to be one and done and I won't do it again. And I was right.
Did that prove true?
It did prove true. I loved every second of it. And it was so fun to see our friends and just seeing Coco on our way. Everything about the weekend was fun.
Yeah.
But it was just so chaotic. I definitely thought I was going to die on the L. It was so crammed.
Major L's on the L, you guys.
Did someone try to pickpocket you or something or what?
No,
Oh.
it just was so crowded. At one point we were going down, you get through the stairwell and mind you, we're just trying to get through. You have to scan your credit card to get through. And then people are just go, just hop over, just
Erin
go.
and Tyler were being berated. I have it on
Yes.
film. I was trying to get cute videos of people walking through the turnstile when they're coming in. And all of a sudden people start yelling at Tyler and I was like, oh.
So people were getting
was a
antsy,
little
but then it was
chaotic.
just so full down there. We got down the stairs and you could not breathe. There was so many people. So our friend group ended up going back up the stairs and we went south or something. And then just to get on a new one that was emptier to come back north. It was just really crazy.
I would go back. So I, at that moment, I was like, yeah, no. But then the rest of the day was so fun that I was like, it kind of redeemed it. Will I anytime soon? Maybe not. Maybe it is a one and done. But now I look back on it fondly, it's a good story.
No, it was such a fun weekend. And all of the, we did a bar crawl. So all the bars we went to were good. We ate at the Happy Camper.
Oh, yeah,
also
this pizza
so
place.
good. The pizza was amazing. So the day after that was really good. It still was just such a long day, and
That
seeing
was
the
not
river
good.
was fun. So
We
that
love the
was
Green
good.
River.
But
So it was a blast.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
And it was just good to spend time with college friends. So
Exactly.
I'm
How
glad you
was-
guys had a good time. It looked the photos were really funny. And Erin, the photo with you and Emma, you had some I
didn't know I could.
major hops, sister.
I didn't know I could jump so high.
We'll have to do a little Instagram post.
Yes.
Plug to follow us on Instagram _3Piece pod, but we'll do maybe a little recap of everything that we talked about today, photos, videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But
I like that.
yeah, Erin was jumping on the bridge.
Sure
Okay,
was.
queen, get it.
It was Emma's idea, so
Yeah.
and it ended up being a fun photo. So.
Yeah. Also, if you hear Coco yelling on the pod, it's at her dog, that random hey. If you're not watching,
Yeah. That's a good point we got to bring up. So
Yes.
one of our, do we even call him an executive producer? We just call him a friend of the show. Ian Bender, special shout out. He made a good point because he was only listening, which is a shame because we're so cute.
Yeah.
But this is a good point to remind you guys that we do
Yes.
have a YouTube where we do upload the whole podcast, video podcast.
Yes.
So if you need to hear and see me going to my son, head to YouTube and do 3ps.podcast, and you can see this whole production.
Yeah.
And that's where our trailer is. We'll put clips as well as like the full podcast. So
Watch along on YouTube.
see, we can take criticism.
Stop saying we. You're lumping
I didn't
us
realize we're
into
not a
the
team. I didn't realize. Weird. Cool. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. How was everybody's weeks? Cokes, do you want to go?
So that was
tell us
Chicago.
that was Chicago. I don't know if there was more to report.
Not really. I
was-
would recommend going. Just be prepared for the craziness and
Yeah.
maybe just walk or Uber or stay away
it's
from
a
underground.
Great experience.
The underground it got a little freaky. So
Yeah, the L is crazy. Were you guys on the red line?
yes.
Why? The red line is notoriously the worst.
Well, you didn't tell us that. I thought we were a team. What do we know? Okay. You just sent us off
Well, I didn't realize you
to
guys
be
were
almost stuck underground. Like I seriously was like, I'm not making it out.
No, I
Yeah.
actually did text Tyler, like, because we had to run to different carts. Like, it was like,
Yeah, we were.
or is that what you call it? A cart? Like a
train
not
car. A
cart.
train car.
a train car? Okay.
Anything but cart, I think.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, so if you guys go to Chicago, maybe just stay above ground and you'll have a great. And we did the Lincoln Park bar crawl, and we recommend that because
It was so fun.
downtown, like River North, it's really crazy. So it was
More
less
low
chaotic.
key. Yeah. Once
Less
we got
chaotic.
to where we needed to be, it was a
Yeah.
great day.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a beautiful day, so we loved that. We
Yeah.
thought it was going to rain, didn't.
Yeah.
It
was so
bought, I think 8 pieces of clothing for the weekend, just, like ordering all these green things, and I did not wear one.
And you
So
borrowed
I have-
mine?
And I bought 8, borrowed 1, didn't wear a single thing. So I have lots of returns to make this week. So that means I'm making money this week via my returns.
Yeah.
So I'm profiting.
You're an
Sad.
entrepreneur.
Good.
Yeah.
That's my favorite type of money to make. Back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I love that.
I made some money today too. I returned a lot of stuff at Target. So yeah,
Let's
I
go.
made- I made money.
Look
But
at
then I
us.
spent it all at Costco afterwards.
Do you guys do
Yep.
that? Like, well, you must because we're talking about it. But I today did the same thing, had an Amazon return, and I told Ty, like, oh, that's $77 back. And then I was like, oh, and I'm going to spend it on this. Like, I just already knew
100%.
exactly what I was like, it's already money spent. So now it's coming back, and
Yep.
I'm going to spend it on this.
It's the only way to live.
Yep.
It's in complete denial of my finances.
Yep.
Yep.
My
But yeah,
gosh.
so overall, good weekend in Chicago. But how about
Nice.
you, Coco?
Honestly, it was probably like just a weekend of figuring out his stuff.
Explain what his stuff is.
Yeah, tell
I
everyone
guess,
what's been
in
going
a
on with
vague-
Hank.
Maybe just,
Trigger
Just-
warning for people who don't like fecal matter. Homie was down bad. But we're on the up and up. We've had 2 solid bowel movements. So let's go.
Not
homie-
us. Seriously, in the group message, like,
Yeah.
emotional support this week.
And I
like
can't relate
Ty and
at
I were
all.
on FaceTime with you as we're like hoping that Hank goes. We're all like, please
I'm not
go.
even kidding. Like there was like a time where we went and I like started massaging his stomach and I'm like, you need to poop. You need to. I'm like, get it out. I'm like, it's in there. It is in there, baby. Like
That is crazy.
That is taking Dog Mom to a whole new level. My favorite is when Coco will be like, he was just like trying to go, but he couldn't. So I was just patting his back.
You're a
Yeah.
true mom.
Truly
But yeah,
in your
so
mother era.
Coco's been dealing with some health problems with her son.
we're sick. The
He
family's
is on
sick.
the up and up though.
He is on the
He's
up and
doing
up.
good.
And today I actually called Aaron and I realized I think I know the culprit is myself because I think I bought the wrong bag of dog food. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. And like, well,
It was you this whole time.
it was me. So we'll see though. I gave him a little bit of his kibble today, like in his lunch, and we'll
That's
see
awesome.
we'll see.
If that was the issue. Well, that's
If
like good, but also like, I'm so sorry.
No, like I'm my own. Like I'm sitting here for a week, like crying, like what's going on? It was me.
It was you.
No, you're just.
But it's not your fault. So
No,
of
and
course
you're
it's
just
whoever-
learning. It's your first dog. I think I did the same thing when we first got Kaya. So
It is what it is. I'm just glad
It
it's
is.
not like some stupid like rare puppy
Of course.
allergy. I hope.
Of course.
Literally praying it's not that. But
No, yeah.
If it's just me messing up, being too quick in life, going too fast, that's a
We
quick
gotta slow down.
That's a lesson I gotta learn. Lesson I need to learn really hard. But besides that, guys, I got my Costco membership.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And did you go today for your first time? Oh
I'm a
my
changed
gosh.
woman.
I
I'm
know.
A changed
Oh my gosh.
woman. Oh
you
my
get-
god.
did you
What?
get the membership and do a haul? Love.
I got like a little bit of pre-mades for myself, like a pre-made little like there's stuffed peppers or whatever.
Yeah.
So good. And then I got the chicken nuggets.
Yeah. The iconic chicken nuggets. They're like the Kirkland
Yeah.
chicken nuggets.
I think that's the only one because there's
Okay.
another brand. I think the other ones are called like Bear.
Yeah, just Bear.
But
Yeah,
don't
both work,
get
but
those.
the Kirkland ones
well,
are...
they're fine, yeah.
Yeah.
But the Kirkland ones are like
They're our favorite.
So high in protein.
Yeah.
They're so
We're
good.
a big fan of those
And they
chicken
are
nuggets
so
in the
good.
family. So
Yeah.
that's
So
awesome.
and then I got 3 bottles of Kim Crawford for $30.
Okay.
I was like,
So good.
okay.
What a deal.
Seriously, life change. Just chicken nuggets and wine. Like, we're set.
Yeah,
Love it.
everybody was so nice too and just so happy. And it's like right by my church. And it just was like right after a great sermon. And
Oh,
I just
so
was
good.
like,
It's a perfect Sunday.
yeah.
We did the same thing this morning. We did church and then Tyler ran to Costco.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sundays are for church and Costco.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But yeah, so just like
Cool.
kind of. Oh, I
Okay.
got a haircut too.
Oh, love.
Yeah.
It's so cute. It looks so
you.
fresh.
So
Thank
cute.
you, thank you, thank you. But
Did you
I
chop
have,
a lot?
Like an inch and a half.
Oh, yeah.
Little trim?
Just like a little bit. My
So
girl I was
cute.
like, hey, I think I want to do what we did last time. And she's like, I kind of like it long, so we're not gonna. And I was like, okay. Like, all right, Debbie.
No, seriously, the like power that my hairstylist has, like, I will do whatever she says. Like, I have trust. You're the professional. So,
Yeah,
and thank
Debbie's,
goodness
like,
they like me. But I'm like, if
yeah.
I found one that didn't, we'd be in trouble because, yeah, they're like, no, not that. I'm like, oh, right, totally.
Yeah,
I
Debbie's
didn't even
like,
want
I think
that.
65 or something. I don't even know. She's like,
love
you're just
that.
gonna get so many guys with this hair. And I was like, okay, Deb.
She
like,
said that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Debbie.
Oh
That
my
is what we like to
gosh.
hear.
I was like, Deb, if I come back and I'm still single,
It's your fault.
it's your fault. And
We're
next
doing what I want with my hair next
Next
time.
haircut's free.
Yeah, you're like, listen to me next time. Josie, how was any highlights from your week?
Friday, I had cookbook club. So me and some of my friends from church, we do this thing where we rotate hosting, and then whoever's hosting picks a cookbook, sends recipes in the group chat, and then you like which one you want to make, and then we do like this fun meal. And I am not a baker. It's just really not. It's not me, but it's fun to try like new recipes. And I'm like, oh, I can do this. And it's really yummy. So I had that on Friday, which was super fun. And Saturday, our friend Limey from Seattle is in town. So me and Aaron and then some of our friends got coffee. Aaron had a story
good morning.
before that, but that was really fun. And then also we hung out at night. I had like a kind of like a combined baby shower. It was called Huggies and Hoopin' for my friend Emma on Saturday too, which was really fun. I did go to the wrong place at first. Like there's 2 places called Shram in Chaska, Minnesota.
That's
okay.
so random.
One is Shram Winery and Brewery or something. And then one is Shram House Brewery. So I went to the other one, and thank goodness they're both in the same city. So I was like only 15 minutes away. I roll up and then I look and I'm like, yeah, the people that are supposed to be here are not here, and they're in a different location than me. But thank goodness I didn't get out and walk in with a box of diapers to this winery. Like I was like so ready to like, I'm like walking and I got this huge box of Huggies. And like, can you imagine I walk in and I'm just like
Standing there with your
"Hey."
Huggies.
So I noticed before I walked in, thank goodness. And then I just rerouted myself and I was off to the brewery like nothing happened. So
Why do you
yeah,
think that
time.
is? Do you think there's 2 people in one family that like hate each other and like
No.
they're like there's like an internal like family like competition?
No, I don't know. That's like, it's just
I bet
rude.
they're related. They
Or I
have to be related.
Yeah, are they owned by the same people? Like maybe, but I'm like, oh, my gosh.
Very inconvenient for your timing and plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my Saturday. And then today I had church in my class. So how about you, Erin?
My week was good and weekend was also fine.
Bad, in other words.
No, it really was fine. I just was like unwell for like 24 hours, but I'll get there in a sec. My week though was good. We didn't have a lot going on. It was like pretty chill coming off of Chicago, but camper started obedience classes. So that was kind of like a fun thing to do. And then, I'm trying to think, we had friends over one night for dinner. So just really chill, but like a couple fun things like that. And then, oh my gosh, we got our car back. I don't even know, Coco, if I've told you about this really, but our car, we hit a raccoon like months ago. Like probably
AKA Tyler.
Yeah, AKA Tyler hit a raccoon.
When?
He was driving home like literally probably 3 or 4 months ago. Like it was a while now and it was pretty late at night and a raccoon just like ran out from this cone. But the thing is that at the time they were doing road construction on the main road to get into our neighborhood. So you could not swerve because you would hit a bunch of cones if you did. So he had no choice but to hit this raccoon. And seriously, it like destroyed our bumper. I think
It's crazy that a raccoon can do that.
yeah, it was just a raccoon. I drive a Toyota Camry, so I guess it's not like a huge car, but you even said one day we were driving behind you on the highway and you were like, it looks so ratchet.
Yeah.
Like our license plate
duct
was
taped it back together. Did
we like
some
zip
sort of
tied it and duct taped it. And we were like, we'll get this fixed soon. And then it was like, it's just one of those things that's not urgent. So it gets put on the back burner. But Tyler finally took it in and it got fixed and it was such a slay. We got it back this week and they cleaned the whole thing like inside and out. So like perfectly detailed. It smells like a new car. I was like, cool. Apparently all you ever need to do is hit a raccoon. And it only costs like a couple $100 because
of insurance.
It's on it. Yeah. If you hit an animal, I guess it's on your insurance. So It was so nice to get our car back. And I was borrowing my dad's car, which is so sweet, but it did not have like Bluetooth. So I was listening to like the radio,
which is not right. And also it had like, you had to manually turn on the headlights.
Oh, yes.
So we had a couple instances where we were driving.
Erin's not a manual girly. She's an automatic girly.
100%
I totally
automatic.
relate. Like I've been there too, but like all of a sudden we're driving and this person behind us like is flashing their brights at us and Erin's like, oh my gosh, why are they doing that? Like I'm literally going the speed limit. Like what the heck? Like so mad at them. And then she's like, oh, like
he did it like again. And then I was like, Josie goes, are your lights on? And I was like, no. But
we were using his lights.
And the thing was, I even thought that I turned it there because you have to turn it like 3 times. And I think I only turned it 2 times. I'm so glad to have my automatic lights back and my Bluetooth 100%. And it's first world problems, but I'm so happy. So that was like the highlight of my week was getting the car back for sure. And then this weekend, and I feel like this is just a good segue into our self-care topic, but on Friday, I was just exhausted and I hadn't seen my mom in a couple weeks. And so I was like, I am going to go hang out with my mom. I already had plans with her and super low key, just drive down to her place and then take the dogs and just chill. So nothing crazy, but I got home from work on Friday and I was like, okay, by the time I get home and walk the dogs and get them in the car and eat some dinner and get down there, like I got to get going. So I was just so crabby. I don't even know what I was mad about. Like I do again, work in school counseling. And so sometimes we have really crazy, chaotic weeks, but this past week was nothing crazy happened. I don't know what put me in such a bad mood, but I was so upset on Friday and I could just feel it building in me. Like I could not find the keys to go. And I was like tearing the house apart, trying to find Tyler's keys. And he was downstairs doing a run. And I was like, where are the keys? Like, where are the keys? And then we're both frantically like looking for the keys. And I was super mad that we like couldn't find the keys. And just, I think Kaya wasn't cooperating to get in the car. Like I just was like, oh my gosh, I just have had it today. But again, like nothing specific that caused this mood. So I don't know. And then I think we got to my mom's, and my dad was there, and like it was fine and fun and whatever, but I was still just in such a cranky mood all night. And then Saturday morning, I was like, ugh, like I feel a little bit better. I slept in, I did a workout. I was feeling like my day was off to a good start. But you know, when it's still just lingering, like you just know, like I'm not 100%, but I'm feeling better.
Yes.
I got to the gas station and I was going to the coffee plans that Josie was at. And so I left at like 10:05 a.m. And it's a 30-minute drive. We're supposed to be there by 10:30. So I was like, okay, I'm already going to be 5 minutes late. I forgot that our gas tank was like on empty. So I was like, shoot, I need to stop and just get gas. And where I live, there's no really convenient gas station. So you have to go kind of out of your way. So I was annoyed about that. Got there and my gas tank would not open. Like I put my card in, I'm like ready to pump my gas, and the lever just was not going. Like I'm pulling the lever, the gas tank is not releasing, and I have no idea how to open it manually. So I like call Tyler on the verge of tears. Like literally, why am I crying about this? I literally start tearing up and I'm like, I can't get the gas tank open. And Tyler's like, he's always so even keeled and calm. And he's like, just go inside and like ask them if they can cancel the pump you're at. Cause I'd already put my card in. So I was like, okay. So I went in there and the lady just was like, yeah, there's nothing I can do to help you. And I was like, you can't just reset that pump. Like I already put my card in and my gas tank won't open. So are you telling me that if somebody, pulls up after me, I'm going to pull away, that I'm paying for their gas? And she was like, yeah, that could happen. And I was like, oh my God, I lost it. I literally go, thanks. And then I just like storm out. And I get in the car and I just start bawling. I called her.
No,
I was
she
like,
is
that was so unhelpful. I'm going to leave Holiday a 1-star review for that.
Yes, enemy number one. She
That's
is.
exactly what I said, Coco. When Aaron called me, I was like, that lady is public enemy number one today. Like,
well, I just don't believe, and maybe
There's
I'm
no
wrong.
way. There's literally no way.
That's what I said.
like, okay, fine. I'm going to fill the garbage up with gas then.
The part that I missed about too was that when it wouldn't open, I took my credit card out because I have an Apple Card, so it's like metal, and I was using it to try to like pry open the gas tank.
She is innovative.
Well, wait, I'm just thinking though, like obviously we're like laughing about it now, so you're in good spirits. We could talk about it, but like, couldn't you have just canceled it?
I thought so. I was pressing like clear. Nothing was working. So I did try. Okay. I tried the credit card prying it open. And then I was pressing like clear. There was no cancel. So I was pressing clear, was not working. And that's when I called Tyler kind of on the verge of tears. And then I'm also like, I'm going to be so late and whatever. So it was just a whole thing. And then I went home and traded cars with Tyler and it was fine. But you know what the most infuriating part about this was I got home, pull into the garage, and Tyler's like, let me see. And I pull the lever and it opens. I was like, you're literally kidding me. Like, I was like, I pulled the thing so many times at the gas station, it wouldn't work. I was so mad. I was like, I'm taking your car.
For some reason, you needed to not do it. And it was because we needed content for the podcast.
Literally, it must have been.
We're reframing all of our struggles.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I just took the keys and I was like, I'm taking your car. And then I was like, bye. And I left.
Tyler's probably like, oh.
And then I spent my whole car ride to coffee bawling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And yeah, like I sent Josie a lot of me being like, I don't know why she was so mean and she wouldn't help me. And I was like, and why am I crying about this?
Some things just set you off. It's so relatable.
Yeah.
I literally would have taken the like gas gun and like taken a little bit of gas, put some in the garbage, and then
I thought
paid.
about that.
No, I would have like paid 50 cents.
I thought about it, but then I was like, you know what? Maybe I meant to pay for somebody's gas today.
Maybe they needed that.
And there was
You're
no
a better
charge.
woman than I would have like, have you seen Zoolander where they're like doing a gas fight? I would have like, there's like, it's 4 models and they like have a gas fight and they're all like doing like a bunch of stuff. And then one of them lights a cigarette and then 4 of them die because they're like doing a gasoline fight and then they blow up the gasoline thing. So like, that's what I would have done is I would have gasoline fought like the attendant at the gasoline. Yeah, like I would have.
I told Aaron, I was like, I would love to see the security footage of Aaron like trying to open it. Pressing the lever, like not opening it, like frantic, and then coming in with our Apple card.
And then storming out of there, being like, thanks. I don't even know why I told her thank you. I left. It was like, why did I just thank her for nothing?
Imagine her saying that to me.
Well, she's lucky she didn't run into Coco. That's for sure.
Seriously.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Yeah.
So love that for our weekends. Should we
yes,
segue
we
into
should segue into
purpose
that's where I was
topic?
going with that, was that then
Love
I
it.
spent the day doing some self-care after that. And that is what turned my day around. And so our topic for today is self-care, or topic of the week, and
The purpose.
The purpose of the week. And it's a good segue because I spent my whole day on Saturday, like I got coffee with my friends, and then I did like a Trader Joe's run and got flowers, and I love their dark chocolate covered pretzels. So I got those, and I got a kombucha, and then I read my book for a while. So trying to implement more self-care, but I feel like, we can go through and each share like if we have a self-care routine, or maybe we don't have a routine. I feel like that's so real too, to be in a place in life where maybe you're just, I don't know. For me, actually, life has been really hard the last, like handful of months. And so I haven't had time for like a self-care routine, but finding ways to implement it. So maybe that's where some of our listeners are at too, of like, you're just trying to sneak it in. And if we feel like self-care works, I've heard from some people that they feel like they do self-care and they don't really, it doesn't change anything for them in their mood or their week. So,
do you want to go first, Erin?
Sure. Yeah. I feel like for me, self-care is huge, especially working in the counseling field. I feel like that was like shoved down my throat all of grad school in the best way possible. But it's like, they were just always like self-care, self-care, self-care. Cause I do spend all day just listening to kids talk and then listening to my coworkers, and I'm just always on. And so coming home and being able to decompress and take care of myself so that I can show up to my job and to my marriage and in friendships being well. So I personally, like I just said, like I've had some kind of like personal stuff. I won't get into it on this podcast, but just going on the past few months. And so my self-care has been really lacking. So I'm kind of in a space where I haven't had a routine. I used to have such a good routine. I used to like do like a face steamer on Sunday nights, and I would do this face mask on this night and this workout on this night. And so I had such a routine, but I have not been able to, like, life just doesn't look like that right now for me.
Yeah.
So especially then getting a puppy,
Totally.
as Coco knows, it's just hard to take care of yourself when they're so needy.
Well, and also Erin is a skincare queen too. So all of her skincare things, I'm like, what are you using? What are you doing?
No. So that's basically been my number one form of self-care lately is skincare, and nothing crazy, but it's by Jess Clark. Pregame, it's called. And it's an exfoliator. And it is magical. I feel like it's one of the only products I've been marketed to on Instagram and like bought into it.
Yeah.
And it really works, but it's an exfoliator mask. So you leave it on and it exfoliates, but it really truly like brightens your face. It makes my skin feel so smooth. So lately, even if it's just like picking a night for that mask. And so that face mask is Clear Stem, which is a brand. And then they also sell this like Botox serum. And there was a deal a couple months ago where if you bought like $100 worth of Clear Stem products, you got a free Botox bounce back, it's called. And I've been wanting it, but this product is seriously like a 1 ounce little pump of stuff, and it's $98.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, I'm not going to buy that. But I always am stocked up on this exfoliator mask. And so I bought like 2 masks to hit $100 and then got the free bounce back.
Let's go.
So I've added that to my skincare routine.
Queen. That's girl math, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? It wasn't even me. It was like Tyler. He was like, I found this coupon in the mail and I thought you should get. He's like, you've been mentioning this product. So I was
Husbands
like,
take note.
King.
Thank you, Telly. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyways, but yeah, lots of skincare. Those are my like go-to extra products, like other than just washing my face and doing sunscreen. But even that, if anyone's listening and has been in a place like me in life where you just are so hectic right now to even have self-care, even just washing your face and maybe putting on some SPF is like also self-care. So I do that every day, but if I'm feeling like I need a little extra care, it's finding time to do the exfoliant and then that Botox serum I do like twice a week. But that, and then I've really been on my bath game lately.
Love that.
Yeah, I've been trying to take a bath like once a week. It hasn't been happening, but it's good to have goals.
Exactly.
But my coworker got me for Christmas this bath salt, and it's so good. Anytime I use it, I actually feel like I'm gonna fall asleep in the bathtub.
Well, that would not be good. So don't do that.
Dangerous. Lifeguard. You need Coco. Call Coco.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But-
a retired lifeguard
Yeah.
in our midst, Coco.
But it's so relaxing though, to the point that I sometimes have had to get out because I'm like, whoa, this is really, it smells like lavender and it just like, yeah, it relaxes me so well.
That's
so
crazy.
That I've been adding into my routine. Honestly, just like daily walks. And I feel like those are my top 3 things that I've been indulging in for self-care that I feel like.
that.
And reading, I've been kind of in a reading rut, but usually that's in my
I love that.
rotation as well. Yeah,
Do you think self-care works?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I feel like on the nights where I take a bath or whatever, I sleep so much better.
Yep.
Or even just if I wake up and I feel like my skin is smooth when I'm putting my moisturizer on, I feel like I'm already just like, wow,
In a
I'm
better
starting my
mood.
day so good. I feel good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like it does work. I do just feel like you have to be so intentional about like when you do it and how long you're doing it.
Right.
And making sure that it's stuff that actually does help you care for yourself.
Yep.
So I think it's all about the outcome. Like, does this leave me, rejuvenated or feeling more positive after? And if it does, I think it's a good self-care thing. And if it leaves you feeling more drained or no result, then I don't think that's the self-care item or routine to be doing.
Right. Yeah.
But I think it works in my life.
I love
so
that.
yeah.
Nice.
Who wants to go next?
I can.
Go ahead.
When I was thinking about this topic, I think it's being off of my phone. I think like right now, that's like the number one thing for me that I'm not good at. Like I'm actually really bad at it, but, is like, I think that's a form of self-care is like getting off of my phone, especially in the morning and the evenings. Like when I wake up and the first thing I look at is my phone, I start my day off more anxious. I start my day off more chaotic and I can feel a difference. Whereas if I like get up, I'm reading my Bible, I'm journaling, like whatever that looks like for you, just not your phone. Like I even know people where it's like, even if it's like the news, which to me, that's also chaotic. So I'm like, that's not my,
that's not
for me.
myself too.
Me
I'm like,
either.
something that isn't your, isn't your phone, and ideally isn't screens, I think has, when I do that, I start my day off better. Like I'm a little bit more grounded. I'm not just everywhere. And I think it's because like when you wake up and like, what's the first thing you're giving your attention to? That's been a question that like people have asked me. And I think it's actually really important. And I feel like in our culture, it's so normal. Like the first thing you give your attention to is your phone, but I'm like, stop doing that. Like give the attention to something that is like more productive. That is one, again, that I'm so bad at. Like this week, every single morning I was on my phone the first time, like every single one. And I make a note. I know I wake up, I'm like, don't look at your phone. And then I do. So it's a work in progress for me, but yeah.
It's such an interesting topic too, because I think your phone is so passive and like something that feels so relaxing.
Yes.
But I just do not think our minds are meant to move so fast. Like I think about Instagram and TikTok and it's like you're scrolling from somebody who's flipping burgers to somebody's skincare to somebody's puppy to somebody who's crying about something. And it's like, it's so not how our brains were built to just go from this topic to this, to this, to this. And it's the same on Instagram. It's like, you're intaking so much. And I just don't think our brains were built to work like that. And so I think it does make your mind more busy or more anxious, even though it feels like this calm thing that you do. Cause I'm guilty of that too. I'll be like, all I want to do is just lay on my couch,
and scroll
on TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's just
totally
not,
agree.
At the end of the day, it's like not good for you.
Right. Well, even how you were saying, like, even just like taking a bath, like being off your phone, reading your book, like you sleep better.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
and just you're using your brain. Like,
and if you're seeing this clip on social media right now, like and share it with someone who has anxiety about social media.
And use this and use it as your sign truly to take a second to get off social media.
No, like truly.
Yeah. So
But
I think that, that's just been one thing in my life that recently I'm like, oh, I can tell a difference and I feel better when I do this, but then I don't. And I don't know why that is. Like, why do we do things that we know aren't good for us? But that's another topic for another time.
I know.
But I think also me and Aaron did 75 hard at the beginning of last year. So it's been over a year now. I was actually getting notifications on my phone of like a year ago, like last week we finished it. And it's like me eating Taco Bell. So real of me. But we did that last year. And I remember like telling Aaron, I was like, it's actually crazy that like when you take care of yourself, you feel better. It's so unfortunate. Sometimes I'm like, oh, if only like Chick-fil-A and scrolling on your phone and the things that feel good momentarily actually did benefit you. And I think that sometimes too, like what people say self-care is, you know, they're like, treat yourself. And I don't think that that's wrong completely, but I was like, oh, like being in a routine and like adding some discipline to my life, like actually did me wonders and I felt better. And I was like, well, that's a crazy turn of events. You're kind of hoping that like you don't, right? And you're like, I'll go back to my what I was doing previously.
It comes out to the discussion of like treat yourself in immediate or eternal perspective.
Yeah, so true.
Like, are you treating yourself like if you're treating yourself in a more lasting way or like immediate? And like, it's all about perspective. And so it's like, there are some, I don't know. That's what I was going to ask you guys initially of like, I think self-care to a degree. You don't want to get too, you like, yes, treat yourself and there can be some sweet things here and there, but you don't want to get so much so that like you don't give to others and you don't want to be so like that you then become your own god or your own idol or whatever. But like there's moderation in it. You don't want to go too over the top with it.
No, you also need to take care of yourself so that you can show up for those people to be giving or to be caring. Or like for me, again, just bringing it like school counseling. If I am not well and not feeling rejuvenated each day, I go in and have such a tough day, like paying attention to those kids in front of me. If I'm not in a good headspace or whatever. And I even think about headspace too, with you talking about being off your phone. And I feel like we've all kind of talked about this before, but do you guys notice if you start your day with your Bible or worship music, my day goes so different if I listen to worship music in my car ride than it does if I'm like listening to, I don't know, something else. But if I'm starting my day with my Bible, even rather than my phone, it's like a totally different game changer feel for the day.
Such a good point. So I agree. And then I guess the last thing I'll just say too is like a little like beyond like those kind of like bigger things, like the things, my one thing that I love is my morning coffee. Like, and I love obviously paired with Bible ideally. Best paired with, but that's my one thing. Like I love coffee. I'm a coffee girl. I look forward to it. Like seriously, I go to bed. I'm like, I can't wait to wake up and have coffee tomorrow morning. Like it's the best. There's nothing better than a cozy coffee in the morning.
Do you feel like self-care works?
Yes, I do. And I think it is this conversation of like, what is your definition of self-care? You know, cause I think like you have like rooted in your life, like a foundation of like where you seek like rejuvenation ultimately is Jesus, you know? And so it's like, I think for all of us, it's like at the end of the day, it really is our faith. But I think there really is something to say too, of like taking a moment. I almost, if it's even just like slowing down, like for you, it's like I'm going to take a moment to do this mask and just like slow myself down and just take a minute. Like Coco, you were even saying that too, of like with your busyness of like with the dog food. Like, I really think at the end of the day, I'm like, take a moment to pause and whatever that looks like, having a cup of coffee, doing your skincare, taking a bath, like reading your book. I think that's so important. We're so just like caught up in like the busyness of life, and that's what culture tells us is like good. Is like go do
you're
achieve,
busy,
achieve,
you're sought
achieve,
after, and you're worthy.
You're better. And I'm like, no, I love that. Like I think it's so important to like have this moment daily where you just like take a pause, and that can look different for everybody. But so yeah, I do think so.
How about you, Coco?
Yeah, I think like overall, I think it's the fine line. I think it's self-care is good. It's the line that if it becomes selfish care, and like you don't want it to become selfish, and like once it becomes where that's the top thing and that's the only thing that you care about and it's the number one priority, that's when it's out of whack. So there are some, like, I'm not as skincare-y as you guys, but like I do the La Roche, even though it apparently got recalled.
Well, one of their products. One of their
Hopefully
products.
not the rest, because
Hopefully
that's
not
my
the rest.
whole skincare lineup.
Which
is
one
La
was
Roche.
it?
The Effaclar. It's like an acne.
It's for acne specifically.
Okay,
You probably
we're good.
don't use it. We are marked as safe.
Yeah.
But Coco, it's like you're so funny that you lump me in with that because I just copy Erin too. So like,
Great. So Erin's our skincare guru.
exactly.
Oh my gosh.
But you guys, like on our trips though, like you guys will be like, we got to go wash our face, and there's days where I just don't.
Our camping trips. To
That is so
clarify.
crazy to me. I'm like, I do not feel myself.
Yeah, no, I'm always
and,
washing
like,
my face.
Like there's days where you guys like, well, you gotta want to come with, and I'll do it, and like. To be honest, I'll just do it for camaraderie. Like, I'm not out here like being like, yeah, I really got to do it. Like,
Secrets out.
like
I never knew that.
Like, I'll do it. I'm like that when it comes to like brushing my teeth. Like, I will brush my teeth 2-3 times a day. Like, I'm a tooth person. But like, as far as face goes,
I'm a tooth person. Okay.
like face wash, I'm like, there's days
Miss
this
me
week
with
I
that,
probably
yeah.
did it. I probably did it. But yeah, so like as far as that type of like what people, when you say self-care, what people probably think of right away as far as like baths and that type of stuff and like whatever, I would say like, especially since Hank,
It's not happening.
non-existent. Like,
No, that's so
Yeah.
real.
But you
Like,
do go for walks with him.
yeah, so I was gonna say like so the typical stuff, like that is not really a thing right now, but we go on walks like pretty much every day, and that's kind of like our favorite thing. I'll like just throw some music on, usually like worship music or something, or maybe like an audiobook, and we'll just go walk and like walk by the lake, because I'm like really close to Lake Michigan, so it's always there he is. So we'll go for a walk, and like that's a really sweet time that we just get to go and train and like enjoy. And like I think the things that I started listing, I realize are also productive.
cool.
So to me, like I realized like, and maybe that's not necessarily like the point. So it's like what you guys were saying
that.
about like starting your day. So it's like, yes, if I can start my day and do like, I'll say like this year since having Hank, I haven't been as good about my daily grind with the Bible, but like last year I was doing the Bible recap, and that was like, if I could do that every day, or doing my Bible study, like that to me was self-care, because it's like I would start my day off right. Or like on a very worldly sense, like I always would start my day off by making my bed. Like that was a very like concrete way of like just starting the day off being productive. Self-care to me is also like cleaning my apartment and just feeling fresh.
Yes.
Doing laundry and feeling fresh, cleaning whatever. Like that's kind of my thing.
For some
That's so
people,
real.
that really is a thing too, Cokes. Like,
yeah.
like it's some people cope with stress and truly self-care by cleaning. Other people would be like, no, that actually makes me more tired. It like stresses me out. But I feel like for you, it sounds like that's,
I love that.
it works. And it's like something that makes you feel good about your day.
Yeah. I felt like coming back from Chicago, I did not like, again, my 8 purchases and 1 borrow were like all piled on this chair, just like a complete mess. I had not unpacked all week. And like Saturday morning, I was like, I need to like clean and get it. And I felt so much better. So that's actually something I didn't even think about, but is so true.
Yeah, I like doing that. I had another thing, but I can't remember. But then I have to tell you guys this hilarious story.
Oh my
yeah.
So I'm and then like working out. Like I like working out and stuff. Like
yeah.
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna say that you're good
Yes.
at getting to those classes.
Working out, I like doing a class where I just go for 50 minutes and like I go work out, and like I don't have to think about something. I like a coach yelling at me, telling me what to do. Like that's my
Totally.
vibe. So why are you soaking wet? Did you pee?
No way.
Oh,
He did not. He did not. He didn't, Coco, right?
can you smell it? I feel like you would smell it. For anyone who's not watching the video, Hank is like sprawled across Coco's lap and couch. And
Did he pee? Are you serious?
does it
Eyes are
smell?
so wide right now.
Does it smell
We'll
like pee?
stand up and see, like, Get to the bottom of it.
Peed.
Oh you are
How?
kidding me.
He's been asleep. Oh my gosh. Is
Is
it on you?
your sweatshirt?
Oh.
No way.
Stop. Oh my God. Stop.
Is he peeing right now?
I'll be right back.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Coco had to like scoop Hank up and carry him. Was he
you were-
peeing right then?
I must have. She was like, stop. Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, guys. We got it all figured out.
Oh my gosh. Coco, would you like to explain what just happened? We're back.
So Hank is on like a little steroid thing because of his diarrhea, and so it makes them really thirsty, and hence why he just pissed everywhere in my apartment.
And
And in the elevator.
And in the elevator, and in the stop, and in the hallway, and in the elevator, and he peed outside
Okay.
for 20 seconds. Like, you would have thought he got it all out of his system, but no. That was crazy. So I have my story now is like literally pales in comparison to the fact that he just pissed on my couch.
like live on camera.
Yeah. He just wanted to show up for
I swear to God, he's a
the
good boy.
podcast.
Basically, like I found out that ClassPass also has like beauty and wellness, and so you can like schedule massages, right? And so I decided to schedule a massage on ClassPass, and
Is that so
And
random?
that, like first step, is, like don't do that.
well, like also too, like all the places, like some of them were downtown, whatever.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and some of them, like I looked at the places online and like decent price, and I was like, okay, like
Oh,
they
good.
look whatever, yeah.
Okay, so maybe that is a okay.
Yeah,
Keep
so it's
going.
like it's not as sketchy as you think, but like the place that I went, do they potentially offer happy endings for people?
No, they don't.
Stop.
They didn't for me, but like by the time I got there, like by the time I roll up and I'm like, oh, they for sure do for people. Like the vibe that I
No.
got when I got there, I was like, hang on to your seats. So I roll up and I'm like, okay, this is weird. And it's like in a strip mall, which like isn't weird. I've gone to like massages anywhere. Like it's really not that crazy. But I walk in and I was like, you know what? They can be anywhere. They can make them nice on the inside, whatever. I walk in. It's not nice at all on the inside. Like, I'm like, okay. It's very interesting on the inside. Like very, like, I don't know how else to describe it other than like very cheap. Like I will say the rooms themselves, like they weren't full rooms. Like they
We're like curtains.
they had like walls, but like one of the walls in between each room there was like a space above the wall, and so like whoever was in the next room could hear what was going on. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was very like interesting. So I'm like in the first room, and they're very like, and I like walk in, and I was like a little bit sketched, but I was like, I already paid, so I'm like, you know what, I need a massage. It is what it is, right?
Having doubts out the door.
Yeah. So then
Okay.
they're like, you can like disrobe, whatever. And I'm like, cool, okay. And like when we went for our massages over Christmas, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They like when we did that, like normally when I go to massage, I take off everything. Like I don't like keep everything. Like you know,
Yeah.
like you go to your
That's
level.
Well, that's what you're supposed to like. Do.
like people
Yeah,
can
okay.
people keep
That's
under,
normal.
People keep underwear on if they want, right?
Yeah, but you're basically naked.
But like
There's
you
nothing
can like
wrong
so
with
that's
that.
the thing. Like you can either choose to keep your undies on or not. Like it's up to you, whatever. But at this place, I was under the like I didn't feel comfortable, so I decided to keep them on. Like just to let you know, like my level of comfort, right? So I just was like, you know what? If this is a place that does offer those endings, then I'm just gonna keep my undies on. Just in like I just was like
This is crazy.
yeah. So just wait, just literally wait. So she was like, lay down on your stomach or whatever. And I was like, okay. So I look at the table, and the pillow that like I put my head on, and like it has a towel like on the whatever. So it's like there's no opening for my face. So like straight up breathing into a towel, like straight up suffocating. Right? And I'm like, okay. And then I like try to cover myself up with a towel. The towel barely covers me. So I'm like, okay, so like I have to it's a towel. It's not a blanket. Like, it's just like
was it a large, you know, like
it was like a large towel, but like
towels?
it barely covered me. Right? Like,
okay.
Like I'm like my fat, juicy butt. Like I literally like it was just so not the spa experience. Like
you're just already not going back. Yeah.
Like already not going back. It just was not the experience that we experienced over Christmas, right? Like we had such a luxurious, like we were given tea, robes.
Yeah.
There was no spa music going on. Like it was crazy, right?
Okay.
So then I'm like laying there. She comes in and she's like she's just kind of stretching out a little, like stretching me out a little bit. She's like, all right. And she talks to me. She's like, okay, so like, do you have any areas that you like want?
Yeah.
Like whatever. And I was like, yeah, I would prefer just like stick to like the neck and upper body. Like don't even worry about lower body, to be honest, like whatever. She starts like massaging my back and stuff. And she takes like the towel and goes like a little bit below my underwear line, which I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like that happens. Like whatever.
Yeah, that happens.
Halfway through, takes the sheet completely off. No. Gets on the table and is straddling me one leg over the
Were you like,
I'm crying.
hello?
Thank goodness. Oh my gosh. Can
thing
you
you
imagine
left
if
your
you didn't have your
undies
underwear
on.
on?
I'm wearing a thong. I'm basically not having anything. I'm like, we're very close to intimate.
Oh my gosh.
So she's like straddled, like I'm like, and she's not like on me, but like she has one leg over the other, and I'm like, so she takes the towel off, and I literally go, oh, and then she has one leg over the other. And she's like, she spends so much time on my legs and is straight up just rubbing my cheeks, and I'm like, what the like, actually so weird. Like I was like, I've never ever, like, especially after I told her, like, don't worry, like, spending that much time on my, like, legs at all. She spent so much time on it, let alone, like, on my butt cheeks.
This always happens to you.
It just was, like, crazy. And then, like, the last part, too, was, like, so I'm, like, again, I tell you, like, this office is, like, very, like, not spa at all. It's very, like, office space, right? And, I'm the first room in there. Every time she has to go out of the room for some reason, leaves the door completely wide open and I'm butt naked.
No way. Oh my gosh, for anybody to just waltz on in.
And I'm like,
that's not right. You're like,
horrible.
Excuse me?
I'm like, where'd that towel go?
Wait,
where was
the towel? Your towel wasn't on when the door was open?
No.
Where was the towel?
In your efforts of self-care,
I have no idea where the towel went. And then it came back when I obviously turned back over. Thank God, because I had to cover my girls. But I was like, it was insane. And so in my effort to have like a self-care moment, I was so stressed and I couldn't breathe in this like.
Did you say anything?
Oh my gosh.
Well, no, because I just was like me.
That's like so unlike you too, though.
I know, but I was just kind of like at some points it did feel good. So I was like, okay, whatever. This is just, but I was like, and then like her taking my towel off my butt, I was like.
That is the craziest part.
Well, and the door open. That's
door open. No towel. Then to get on top of you is crazy. It's one thing to get on top with a towel, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing to just take the towel off and stay grounded, but to both simultaneously take the towel off and then proceed to get on you is wild. And then to just leave you out there hanging. Wow.
One star, never going
That's self-care.
That is so funny. Wow. Yeah, no, that's insane. And I think we had one massage experience, not to that extent, but we went with a group of friends and it was also in the strip mall. So maybe like advice to those listening is like avoid those in the strip mall.
It's worth paying top dollar. Like if you want to have a good experience, like
that is something
skimp out
to invest in. But it was curtains. It wasn't rooms. It was just curtains. That's why I asked.
But ours was a foot massage place, so it was supposed to be like, I don't think we took our clothes off, did we?
Yeah, no, I don't think
fully nude foot massage.
Thank you for sharing. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
I guess that's probably the end of our self-care, our purpose topic. If you guys have, those listening, if you have a self-care moment or something that you like to do, comment below because we'd love to know. So
yeah. All right, we're on to our pop culture moment, and I don't think we need to spend super long on this, but our pop culture moment this week is the Biebers versus Selena. Basically, if people don't know, I think where I saw everything is just on TikTok. There's all this stuff going around that like Hailey Bieber, somebody did a 7-part series on like why Hailey Bieber is a stalker and why she like broke Justin and Selena up and how they're together and all this stuff. So I don't think what I sent you guys to watch was truly the actual original 7-part series. Like I think there was a different series. I believe it's deleted now because I have seen that Hailey might be like suing. So I think that person maybe took their stuff down, but I could be wrong. I didn't dig that deep in, but I don't think what I sent you was like the OG.
Okay. Maybe it wasn't what you sent, but I've heard that the 7-part series, whether it was what you sent or not, is actually originally from YouTube and it's been out for a while.
Interesting. I think there was something like recent that came out and
and then this just resurfaces every year.
Right. And it just resurfaces. Yeah. But so just our thoughts on that.
Yes.
And I don't think there's more to it. I don't know if it's confirmed that Hailey like is going to sue or not, but I kind of don't blame her. But
no, for sure.
Does anyone want to share their thoughts first? I know Joe's feels passionate about
this. Josie's a believer, so let's let the believer speak.
Yeah.
So yes, one thing about me is I am a believer. And again, maybe in our Instagram post, we can post some of my iconic Justin Bieber moments, like edits that I would make. No, I was like obsessed. I was not okay. So my first thought is that if this is all these allegations about her like stalking him, being obsessed with him, like, and then marrying him are true, I love that for her. Like it was something I was actually trying to achieve back in the day and she made it happen. So like, okay, fine. That being said, I don't think it is true. Like, I think these people are reaching. That's my opinion is like, I watched it and I was like, oh my gosh, will these people leave? Not only Hailey and Justin alone, but also Selena. I'm like, she just got engaged. She's happy. She just came out with a new album. Like, oh my gosh, they broke up. Like, it's okay. And I'm saying these fans, like I was one back in the day, but I like to distance myself from that like group now. I don't really associate, but I think they're crazy. Like I was watching the series and I was like, I think somebody made this who's like, this isn't right. Like this can't be real. Like this is feeling a little crazy. So I'm like, if Hailey is suing, I'm like, good, because this is wild stuff. And also they have a kid now too. That's my thought, but ultimately, if I'm wrong and everything that they were saying about Hailey is correct, I'm like, she got the guy. Like we all just want to be her. That's why these people are upset. Like we just want to be Hailey Bieber. We do. At least I do. And I'm not afraid to admit it. So, but one thing that I will say to give validation to the series is the one thing I think is it's all of these, basically if you haven't seen it, it's all these things of like things that Hailey did to copy Selena too, of like she did this and some of them are like, they are saying things that generic people say all the time. So there's nothing based, but they both do have a G tattoo behind their ear. And that's the one thing that I was like, that's actually kind of wild. Like, to have a tattoo behind your ear is one thing, for it to be the same lowercase letter.
And isn't it like the same font?
Yeah, no, it like looks the same.
It's the same tattoo, yeah.
Yeah. So that is crazy to me, and I just won't think too hard about it to stay with my original theory.
Yeah. I just personally I just think they're both basic women, and I think we can't think too hard that she's copying. I just both think they're both doing cooking shows in their homes. Of course, they're going to do it in their homes. They both have $1 billion homes. Why would they do it anywhere else?
Yes.
Like, of course they're going to do it in their homes. I would not want to tune in to a cooking show on either one of their platforms if it's not in their home. I want to see what Selena's kitchen looks like. I want to see what Haley's kitchen looks like. Why would I tune into an industrial kitchen with those two? Of course I want to do that.
Yeah.
Like some of the poses being like, if you think that Haley saw a picture that Selena posted and then in 24 hours took that picture and posted it, you think that she took that picture that day and posted it? She took that picture 3 weeks ago, and they chose that picture and selected it and edited it and like finalized it 2 weeks ago. like that's not like you guys don't, you're out of touch. So I think that is kind of like, there's a lot of coincidences. I also just think like a lot of the choices they're both making are just basic. So like the idea that like one's copying the other, I think is like a little bit of a reach. The photos and like the cutouts of like her being in the background do make me laugh.
It was giving crime documentary. It was like investigative journalism.
If I had the money, means, and wherewithal to do that to Harry Styles, and I like could do that, at your bottom dollar, I would do that.
You're you're so there.
And it was like her dad is obviously famous, so he brought her to meet Justin Bieber. I'm like, yeah, if my dad was famous, I would hope he would do the same for me.
And he's like at every single thing where she's staring at him, it's his premiere. It's the biggest pop
you're there
star
to
at
see
the
him.
time.
And it's Justin Bieber, like, oh my gosh, if she did have a crush on him from afar,
Of
like,
course
who
she's
can blame
staring
her?
at him.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Aaron, what do you think?
I feel less passionately about this than I think either of you do. I just think the whole thing is silly. What I was really thinking about as I watched through all of it and keep seeing all these clips is that this has gone on for like actually 20 years.
It's crazy.
And I actually just feel bad for everybody involved. Like I'm like, imagine being married with a kid and then like engaged, newly engaged, your album's dropping, and people are still talking about this 20 years later. 20 years is insane.
No, it's crazy.
But
it's not like, seriously, none of our business. Like, yeah, some of the time, like, I was like, I can't think too hard into this because I can't go there like with that mess.
Yeah.
No. But I do think it's weird. Like the G tattoo is weird. The 2-month turnaround to get married and start like that timeline is a little sus to me.
That's one of the things where I can't think too hard.
We also have like no clue. Like I will say there's some stuff of Hollywood timelines. We have no clue what's going on.
I just feel like Selena like confirmed it in her song though, you know, where she's like, you threw us away in 2 months or whatever the lyrics are. So I feel like I think that kind of, I'm not saying there's any cheating. They've all denied. I think even Selena has been like, we're all good. Like, I don't think there's like hard feelings now.
What do you think about the text messages on the wedding day though?
I just don't think that's confirmed. Like, I'm like, where is this? Have you seen this yet?
Yes.
Where is it confirmed that song is about him? I know there's like the one,
it's not.
Lose You to Love Me.
Yeah.
Or whatever is about Justin. And that's confirmed.
I'm sure.
But I don't think that the 23 text messages is even in a song that was confirmed about Justin. I think fans are just like, this is about him. And they're like, no way that this was like, they're like, oh, because it said carrots. And I'm like, everybody in Hollywood is wearing diamonds. Like, yes. I don't know. I'm a little bit out of touch, so maybe I'm stupid and missing something.
No.
But I think that's probably not legit.
Right.
I also feel like people are reaching, like, I haven't listened to her new album. I did listen to one song because everyone's like, something about being forgotten. How do you feel to be forgotten is like a new song. And everybody is like, this is about Justin. And I'm like, no, she made this new album with her now fiance. Like, there's no songs on this album about Justin.
Right.
Like, seriously, I feel like that's a stretch too.
I feel it. Yeah.
So, but I don't feel passionate. I was not a believer. I liked Justin Bieber's songs growing up, but like was not like a believer like you were. I don't really care for Haley. Like, I don't follow her. I don't I
Can't
have
relate
heard
to
Rhode.
that either. Mhm.
I have heard Rhode products are amazing. Haven't tried them, which I should because I'm
You
so into
actually should.
skincare.
Wait, we should. Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that sometime.
Yeah.
But I haven't. So I'm like, I can't really, I don't follow her. I don't dislike her. I don't not like a fan
Totally.
of her. And I'm also not really a Selena fan either. Like I don't follow.
You don't have any stake in the game on this one.
So I kind of don't care. And
I
I
have
think people
multiple
should just
stakes.
let them be. And I feel like Selena and Haley have tried to be like, let us be.
Oh, for sure. That's why
But,
you guys,
yeah.
seriously, they solved world peace when they took that picture
Yes.
together.
And
I'm
then
like,
it
that
just-
was a sign of like, and then Haley went on Call Her Daddy and kind of like shut things down and was like, I think she literally said there was no overlap.
I think
Like,
she did too.
Yeah. And I think that was kind of everybody's, like, okay, like
Yeah.
we're speaking
And
about it.
People will post these clips of Justin looking super disengaged and like sad when Haley's
Yeah.
around and then like super happy and lovey-dovey when Selena's with him. I'm like, there are also clips out there of him being super PDA to Haley too. But like nobody's
Yeah.
showing
It's
those
whatever
clips.
you
So it's
wanna
kind of
find.
like, it's just, I
Well,
don't
also
know.
like
Yeah.
respectfully, everybody needs to just respect the fact that like they have a kid now, and like
I know.
yeah,
Yeah.
like what it like imagine like that's the like rhetoric around your parents.
I know.
Yes. Also,
Like-
one last thing. There's a clip going around of Justin being like, I think he's on Ellen or something, and he's getting interviewed by Demi Lovato, and she was like, "How did you and Haley meet?" And he was
the
like,
arranged
joking.
marriage thing?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure it was an arranged marriage." Ha ha ha. And I'm
Right.
like, okay, well, it's not like she just like gaslit him and
She made that
And
joke
was
too
like-
on Fallon. Like they both made that
Yeah.
joke.
I think they think it's just funny that like their lives
It's
are so
sweet.
intertwined. Like
It's literally your story.
I was just gonna say, like, I just was gonna say that me and Ty's lives were so intertwined for all these years, and like we weren't in love the whole time. Like I wasn't stalking him, he wasn't stalking me. Like
To our
I think
knowledge.
it's just like he wouldn't say that publicly if Justin wasn't like joking about this too. Like
course.
we go
So-
into Tyler's office and there's just like a bunch of
We
like
find out actually he's been
strings. Like there's a bunch of like pictures of Aaron through middle school, and, like red
plotting.
string theory of like him.
We did have this funny conversation last night at Target with these high school boys, and they told us this guy was asking Tyler what he thought of his haircut. He was probably like a freshman.
Oh my gosh.
Because they all had buzz cuts, and they're like whose buzz is better? Who has a better fade? And this guy was like, I'm plotting on a girl right now. So I'm like, Loki, maybe these men do plot on women. Maybe they are plotting how to get their girls with their low
awesome.
strings.
That's so cute. But I totally,
but-
I agree with you
yeah.
all. And yeah, I do forever will love Justin Bieber. And I think Coco, to your point too, we do not know what goes on in Hollywood. Like even with the timelines and the, like,
Only they are ever gonna know.
yes. And as it
None
should.
of them are messy. Like none of them
Yeah.
post, as far as I know. None of
Sometimes
them.
Justin will go off on like an Instagram rant, and I love that for him. I don't mind.
But
Again,
I
like
feel
you
like he's
can't convince
posting
me.
to be like, stop. Like I feel like he's like, I love
And he
my
wouldn't-
wife.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He wouldn't like. I don't think I could be wrong on this. Actually, I don't think he's posted like directly, but like maybe like alluding to things or whatever. I know Haley has and Selena has, but
Yeah.
of like kind of vague things. But yeah,
Okay. Well, should we go into our praises for the week and then wrap it up?
love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Cokes, you start. What's your praise for the week?
Honestly, solid bowel movements. Like,
And that's so real.
It is very real.
yeah, I'm just like literally happy that I think I have an answer to what's going on for him. Yeah.
That was very worrisome this week. So
Yeah, it was like that was my
Praise
main
to that.
concern this whole week. I just was so stressed about it. So, and now he's just
Love
pissing on my couch. But
That was crazy.
we'll take that over diarrhea.
Totally.
Like honestly,
Pick your battles.
so true.
You can wash your cushions.
Yeah.
But
I can just wherever
Yeah.
that freaking what's it called
Folex.
yeah
Full X.
Folex,
sponsor
yeah.
Folex sponsor us. But yeah,
Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
just
like, a cleaning thing. If you haven't heard of Full X,
If you haven't heard of Folex, you need to get it. You can get it at Target, Walmart.
Yeah, it's
wherever.
magic. We love
Amazon.
it.
Get it
In this fam.
Yeah, we use it a lot.
yeah. How about you guys?
Perfect. My praise this week is friendships. Our friend, like I said, Limey, was in town from Seattle. So we got to spend some extra time with her this week. And I just like in our group and just getting coffee with everybody. I just was feeling grateful for the people in my life and the people that God has placed in my life because it's just so fun. Like it's really life-giving to me. I always like I left and was just like, I'm feeling very grateful. So that is my praise this week.
Love it.
Love it. I feel like my praise is, I know you guys both did a praise to the podcast last week, but mine
Yeah.
is this week. It was such a sweet start. Like
was, yeah.
We posted our initial trailer and that just like people loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't expect that. I thought like we'd have maybe, I don't know, 15 listeners, which
Yeah.
would be our friends and family. So it was really cool to see like people seem to like the idea. And I hope that we keep bringing content that people find relatable and just like cozy. So
totally
praise to the podcast and a good start. I'm excited to like just keep podcasting.
Totally.
And then other than that, I felt like, honestly, I didn't really have a praise from this week. Like, just to be real of where I'm at, I think we'll do a podcast episode of more of like deeper into some stuff in my life right now, but we were just waiting on some news and like didn't get that this week. And so I just have been, I think that like contributed to my bad mood on Friday. And I was really exhausted, but it was really good to see friends. I'm not trying to like discredit that. Like that was sweet this weekend, but yeah, I just have felt in like a funk and was waiting on some direction for something. And didn't get it. I don't know if I felt like, I just was kind of like, like whatever. So that's where I'm at, but praise to the podcast. And I did have a very restful weekend in general. So praise to that too.
Good.
So
Good.
yeah.
Love that. Yeah. We recorded our first episode before we posted our trailer to TikTok. So this is our first episode, like realizing that some people might actually want to listen to us again besides our friends and family. So if that is you, we are seriously so happy you're here and honored that you want to listen to us. And like we said, like comment your self-care. If there's any topic that you want us to talk about, if like, we're open to feedback going back to the first. No, but we're so happy you're here and feel really honored and hope that this podcast just provides a space for you to laugh and just connect. And we hope it blesses you. So thank you for being here.
Yeah. And again, you can tune in on most listening platforms. And then if you want to watch like a video of it on YouTube. So
yeah.
And make sure to find us on TikTok and Instagram at _3Ps. That's it. Pod or at 3Ps pod at _3Ps pod. Yeah.
Love
just leave comments and stuff and try to help us out. Just like to take the direction of where we're going to go. We kind of have an idea, but
we're new to this.
Feedback.
Yeah, we love it. Well, and for Instagram too, like I seriously think like we should do like a post of like some awkward moments of me loving Justin Bieber, the clip, like just some Chicago things. Like, so we'll try and post some content.
Yeah. We want it to feel like community, I think. Like we want it to feel just good. Maybe some space and community and
maybe some screenshots of our group chat or something funny or something like that. But we're trying again, like I said. So did I go off the grid to report back? No, I did not. I was on the grid more than ever. I've never been more on the grid.
Yeah, we communicated a lot this week.
Yes, because we are business women. But we have like that story Coco would have told us before this podcast. So we've been trying to save some stuff. So this really is like it's becoming the group chat.
Yes.
So thanks for being here.
So
thanks for being here.
Us.
Alrighty, we'll see you next week.
Bye.